Have you ever realized how long it's been since someone gave you a real hug? Not just a polite pat on the back, but the kind of touch that makes you feel grounded, safe, and human. In a world where we talk all day through screens, it's easier than ever to feel connected online yet lonely in real life. What if I told you that your brain actually changes when you go too long without touch? That it can affect your mood, your sleep, and even how you see yourself? In this video, we're diving deep into what happens to your brain when you lack touch and how understanding it can help you rebuild emotional connection in your daily life. Welcome to the channel where we unpack the psychology behind everyday human behavior. Think about this. During the pandemic, when physical contact dropped to almost zero for millions, psychologists noticed something fascinating and a bit alarming. People weren't just missing hugs. Their brains were responding as if they were in emotional withdrawal. Touch is one of the first ways we learn safety and trust. So when it disappears, it doesn't just leave an emotional gap, it can reshape how your brain regulates stress, comfort, and connection. In this video, we'll explore two powerful ways that lack of touch affects your mind and body. Number 1, how it rewires your stress and comfort systems. How it quietly changes your sense of belonging and self-worth. Number 2, how it quietly changes your sense of belonging and self-worth. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, when was the last time you got a genuine hug or comforting touch? Let's start with a story. Imagine you've had a rough week. You're stressed, anxious, and craving comfort. Normally, a friend might give you a hug or a pat on the shoulder. That tiny act signals to your brain, you're safe now. But when you don't have that, your brain doesn't get the message. Instead, it keeps releasing cortisol, the stress hormone. Here's where it gets interesting. According to research from neuroscientists at the University of Miami, gentle touch actually lowers cortisol and boosts oxytocin, the bonding chemical. It's like pressing the brain's natural calm down button. Without that physical reassurance, your nervous system stays in a mild state of alert even if nothing is wrong. You might notice it as irritability, trouble sleeping, or feeling oddly disconnected from your body. Pause for a second. When was the last time you felt your shoulders drop in relaxation just because someone held your hand or hugged you? That's your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode activating. Without touch, it's harder for that system to turn on, which means you stay stuck in mild stress for longer. Psychologists sometimes call this touch starvation. It's not about craving sex or romance, it's about your body missing a key signal of safety. Now here's what this means for you. If you've been feeling on edge or emotionally numb, it might not just be in your head. Your brain could literally be missing the sensory feedback that tells it you're okay. Even small acts like self-massage, hugging a pet, or using a weighted blanket can help restore that sense of calm. Let's start with another moment. Imagine sitting with friends, everyone's laughing, talking, but you still feel distant. No one's done anything wrong, yet there's an invisible wall between you and the group. That feeling might not be about personality, it could be about your brain missing the micro connections that touch creates. According to studies in social neuroscience, physical touch is deeply tied to social bonding and self-worth. When you receive touch, even a brief handshake or a friendly tap on the arm, your brain releases oxytocin. That's the same chemical that strengthens trust and empathy. But when you go without it for too long, your oxytocin levels drop and your social brain starts to interpret that as isolation. It's not that people are ignoring you, your brain simply feels less connected. Over time, that can subtly change how you perceive yourself. You might start thinking, maybe I'm not close to anyone, or maybe I don't belong. That's not a thought, it's a chemical experience. Here's where it gets personal. Humans are wired for co-regulation, our nervous systems literally sync when we touch. So, when that feedback loop breaks, you might feel emotionally flat or overly self-critical, even if nothing else has changed. Pause for a moment. Think about a time someone held your hand when you were upset. You probably didn't need words, your body just knew you weren't alone. That's the quiet language of touch. Without it, your brain works harder to feel safe, and over time, that can drain emotional energy. The good news? You can start rebuilding that connection in small, intentional ways. Things like gentle self-touch, giving yourself a slow shoulder rub, hugging loved ones longer, or even physical activities like dancing or yoga all reawaken those neural pathways. So, we covered a lot today. We learned that lack of touch can trigger stress hormones and it can quietly reshape how you see yourself and others. Which of these 2 points resonated with you more, the stress response or the emotional connection part? Tell me in the comments, I read every one. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one where we'll explore the psychology of why loneliness can feel physical. Remember, awareness is the first step to change, and you're already doing that just by being here. Thanks for watching and taking the time to understand yourself a little better today. Be gentle with yourself, and if you can, give someone you care about a real hug. It might just make both your brains a little happier.